Hello, fellow Patriots. I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is something that I wanted to bring to your attention. There's a lawsuit that was filed in the U.S. against Turkish Central Bank's a new governor. Now, this is the new governor, the lady that you see here, and you're not gonna believe this, but it's stuff like this barely gets any play in the media, news media, both in Turkey and in the West. It was published on June 9th. I'm just going to read directly off of it. The lawsuit against Erkan, who served in, by the way, Erkan is just last name of this lady. The lawsuit against Erkan, who served in 2021 as the co-CEO of First Republic Bank, has been filed on charges of violating bank laws and making false and misleading statements. The customers of collapsed First Republic Bank filed a class action lawsuit against the bank's former executive Hafize Gaye Erkan, the new governor of Turkish Central Bank. The bank, which, has more cobwebs in it than actual, currency, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get there. On charges of violating bank laws and making false and misleading statements. The U.S. correspondent of Turkish daily Hürriyet said on Friday. That's the name of the gentleman who wrote the story, Razi, Canagilgi. Of course, he has a Twitter account, and all the charges that have been filed has been posted there, and you can see his handle right here. And he wrote, the application for the lawsuit against Hafize Gaye Erkan was made on 24th of April. Hürriyet Razi Canik Ligil added. Now, here's the thing. Holding a degree from Istanbul's Boğaziçi University, a graduate of Harvard Business School's Advanced Management Program, and holding a PhD in Operations Research and Financial Engineering from Princeton University. I want to pause right here. What I hear, the word on the street is that but by the way, let me backtrack a little bit here. A PhD program is a research program. Generally, it's 4 years to 6 years or even longer, depending on the major and the area and the research that gets conducted, etc. What PhD programs are not are short programs. There aren't any. I never even conceived of a very short PhD program. The Doctorate of Philosophy program. And especially in something like PhD in Operations Research and Financial Engineering from Princeton University. The word on the street is, when I said word on the street, I mean more like I should say the word through the grapevine that I hear, is that she got that PhD in a year. I don't even know how that's freaking possible. Okay? Now, the corruption within the Harvard and all the other Ivy League schools is, unless you've been living under a rock, these might be new things to you, but how on God's green earth is that even possible to get a PhD from an institution like Princeton? It in a year or even 2 years or something like that. It's crazy. And then Erkan was named the managing director of Goldman Sachs in 2011 and subsequently joined First Republic Bank, where she eventually took over as co-CEO in June 2021. She resigned only 6 months later, and then the bank collapsed in late April of this year. Now, it was, I believe it was taken in and absorbed by JP Morgan Chase. That's something, I mean, you can Google, but this took actually some digging, because even though the investigation against the executives of First Republic Bank is something that you can, Google and find out quite easily, the list of the executives is not really that easy to come by. That this took some freaking digging. And the bank's share price has tumbled 90% since March, and depositors have pulled out tens of billions of dollars of cash amid fears that First Republic will be the next lender to face liquidity crisis after the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. So Financial Times said in late March. And this ties into another thing that I've been saying across multiple videos that I have posted. Do not go to Turkey. Do not invest in Turkish entities. Stay well the hell away from these. This administration, it's not an administration really. I mean, it's a dictatorship in all but name. My only interest is American patriots. And when this thing blows up, this regime that's running Turkey for 20 plus years, I don't want any Americans to get hurt. Investigation has been filed in U.S. courts, and she's just been placed in a position where her gender is going to be used as a defense mechanism for this regime to keep themselves away from any sort of criticism, because Turkish lira was plummeting. Now it's downright on free fall, and the banks and the regime are doing all they can to slow it down. If free market was to reign supreme the way that it was supposed to in Turkish economy, the Turkish lira that's 23, 24 against the single dollar right now would have already hit 35, 33, 35, something like that. In my personal opinion, which I'm an intelligence analyst, not necessarily an economist or in economics in any way. I'm not an expert in. But I in an amateur estimation, I can tell you this, that Turkey will hit the lottery if the Turkish lira against the dollar would be at any number under 50 by December 31st of 2023. Let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, stay away from Turkey. Don't invest in Turkish businesses or entities in any way, shape, or form. Forgotten country.